But hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Fall of the Republic 1.5 preview playthrough as the Hutt Cartels. In the last episode, some bad stuff has been happening, so we won't talk about the last episodes that much. We have a full fleet there, we have a full fleet here, that's all we need to know. Is that... yeah, we should maybe go kill this stuff. About to invade Charros. I don't want them to invade Charros. We have a fancy, fun, fresh new ship that we'll be looking at, but I don't want to have its debut battle be against these guys. So I'm just gonna respond more appropriately. We have Please Don't Blow Me Up, Poisoned Rationality, Naboo Boy, and From the Steps. And then let's see how they... okay, this might be a little bit underwhelming. Okay, so we're going to put in His Immensity's Ventilator. We have like 10 Juvards in our Butsana Hutta pool, so I'm probably not going to send more Juvards into there right now. That's kind of been the thing I've been defaulting to. I conquered Malastare, which is just over here. I guess that's something they'll be proud of. Do I want to maybe move you over? I guess I could just use you to build some ships. So let's let this roll over, get our money. Get that money. What is our mission? A stable realm. Get infrastructure up to 50, and mobilization support goes up 5. I can do that. We're at 41 right now, so especially since we are going to be trying to get stuff more stable anyways. Well, does it make more sense to put you over here? Okay, let's get a Karaga building, and then I'm going to just start moving you this way. It'll take a while to reposition him because he's an admin, but that's okay. We have a spy that we can send up to Ringnelia, so let's do that.
Destination acknowledged.
And, oops. We are still working on getting Ubrikia supported here. Quen is hopefully never going to need to be defended. Okay, you need to actually deploy. It's weird with spies because like when they load between, or when you load the game, they go away. Like they don't fulfill their orders. Let's see if we can take out that fleet that's being mean to Charros, because that just got in there and they're planning an invasion. Because a communications disruption can only mean one thing. Heavy minstrel for you. I guess we could set you up to lead the fleet. The Hutts are pulling a lot of double duty. They get to be the brave commanders and the economic heroes. Okay, let's see. Right, so they're probably gonna run away from us. There's Jabba's Appetizer Buffet. We have Raid Shadow Collective. Let's put in some heroes as well. Hunt Me Baby one more time. Free us from the Devon Tester Mine. Jewel of Glad. That was very good. That was wrong. Right. The Star Speak Hades, the Unbending, 100 credit Slime Wedding Goofball. Let them where it hurts. All right. I feel like I'm saying all this, but they're gonna leave. Yeah. Unfortunately, we are gonna be without interdiction for much of the, well, not much of the playthrough, the entire playthrough, unless I decide to code in an interdictor. I could do it. I have the technology. I have the skills. I'm not sure if that's gonna go. I think it's gonna go to Kashyyyk. So maybe I am sure. Well, let's leave that there, and I'm going to try to build this up. Because I think there's probably going to be an attempt at an invasion, potentially. Mulatan, you already have a trade port. You don't have a trade port. This would be a good place for a trade port. Gamor, you can also get a trade port. I'll hold off on that, actually, because I do want to get some more ships building. I'm just going to see if we have any other patrons that need construction here, and we do. Wonderful. But what else do I want to put in the thingy? What do we need to construct space structure? One space colony. We don't really need it, and we've already got full criminal underworld support. So I am probably going to ignore that for now. It'd be nice to put a Vontor into... I didn't even look at the list of ships that I said I was going to look at.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yep, there they go. Sajin, we have no Sajin. So let's go to Toy... No, to somewhere. When?
Building under construction.
No, we're kind of packed up on the buildings we need to build. So I will... Let's get a Cossack.
Unit. Vehicle in production.
Send a Cossack in. There's no reason to really start the battle here. We're only going to be able to get what we can get. Argonar is not a threat. Azure is not a threat. I guess if we took Azure, then it's a kind of safe bet because it's only whatever the Republic would be able to send from Trandosha and Argonar. But let's see. This is 231. That'd be doable if we can get the stuff in position.
Gunboat here, sir.
All right, Full Metal Slug has entered service. I'm gonna keep building this up.
Gunboat here,
Vehicle
sir.
construction.
Setting course.
All right. You're not allowed to do anything here.
Frigate.
I'm gonna drop on him.
Imminent.
Drop on him? Drop on him. I think we're gonna go to the Kaliida Nebula. Because I do want to see that ship in action. Like, I have to pick a direction to go, and I think Ringnelia is the way to go. But I kind of want to have that other Ubrikian fleet built up before I send this fleet to attack Ringnelia. Get our... Let's zoom in on the fresh new Munificent model. So everyone can see it as it explodes. There we go. No Death Clone yet. I'm not sure if Rhino actually did one since then. I think he might have. I kind of want to just drop on that as well. Let's do that. Even if they might be sending in ground units, I don't know that they are. Battle cruisers in, and Envoy of Greed is as well. So we have that. We can... Let's queue up the Sajin for the Munificent Rhino. That Daly's asking, I've got a question. When watching the birthday stream, I noticed the C-70 Charger was removed from the GR roster. Is it not going to be buildable anymore and just a mission reward? That is currently the plan. Specific historicals notwithstanding, I think it might be used in a historical somewhere.
Engines to full.
Alright, let's pop you over there. Are you a named one? If you're a named one, then I'm not going to send you to Batana, obviously. You're not a named one, so I am going to send you to Batana. Damn, they moved. I really wanted to take out that DH Omni. Because the Omnis are going to be where we get in trouble. Alright.
Moving. Adjusting course.
It'd be nice to have one of the bigger
We're heading out. Moving to
capital ship heroes in here. But there's the goofball. There's Pizza the Hutt. Okay. Well, I'd have to assume they are going to either be dead in a second or retreat. So that's going to explode.
Our target priority is the laser cannon. Got him on the right.
All right.
Orders, sir. Acknowledged. Targeting system
And there we go. There it is. Okay, the retreat has been... I don't know why I was happy about that. Why was I happy about that? What was I thinking? I didn't want the retreat to stop. I wanted them to leave. So that... Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing.
Construction complete.
I'm bad at this game. I will also move over to there. A Cossack is now in. Hey, I got it.
Construction complete.
I'm fast enough.
Beginning construction.
Battleship
Constructing.
here.
Okay, we are at 49. This might actually put us slightly under. Okay, let's see. You are going to queue up a Vontor, or there's a bunch of Vontors that we still need to get.
Constructing unit.
So that's something. Are we lacking in crews? No. Oh, we are lacking in crews because the crew costs are higher. Crew costs, not crew costs.
Constructing.
So I'll probably just get a few more of these. Oh, they don't actually have anything on. That's interesting.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ooh, that is not what I wanted to see either. So I'll check for interdictors. I'm gonna have to just spend a lot of money on spies, because it seems like we're gonna have to really pick fairly carefully. Okay, I'm not trusting that none of these are. Huh. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. 14. 43. 59. 80. $83, 6, 9, 92, 95, 98. I think this is it. And then it was just a big stack because of the other stuff. Okay. Okay, let's let them shift over a little bit. And then if we maybe decide, you know, we can go on in. So yeah, if you wanna all just get back there, because it's the problem that we've run into before with the Peltas is that we're using a lot of missiles. So even if we have an advantage, we might not have an advantage. So let's see. Let's bring in his Immensity's ventilator.
Vector set.
And somehow Jabba returned.
Coordinates. It's your
Bring in the
money.
fighter tenders, poison rationality, what in the hut?
Equal to
Slug fried rice,
We're heading out.
New Zealand Navy replacement ship, Slug Warlord Star, please don't blow me up, Raka Makraka face, Cossack, and then I'm gonna put our own point defense up here. Or actually these are, yeah, these are lights, okay. So our own point defense, I was right. Elminstrel, come on in. Dogberry, come on in, and from the steps, come on in.
Weapons charged.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if they send in anything before I risk our other guy. Which
Open fire.
might be bad, just because I technically am giving up the command bonus. But I just got it, and it's unique, and I want to use it more. I think it's unique. I could be entirely wrong about it actually having the new model in. I don't think I'm wrong. Hey, Marmar.
Our target.
Got one. He's headed your direction. Got one.
Engines active.
Okay, I don't think anything's jumping in.
Try not to let one on your tail. Hold on. Rendezvous at mark.
All right. We're gonna see if the jumping in happens. And otherwise, Patala? There it is. Okay, it is the fresh Patala model.
Set.
There we go. Patala Umvar gets its
Enemy target sighted.
debut
Your transmission garbled. Repeat.
blowing up these guys.
Battleship standing by. Are we free to
Oh, that
attack?
actually might be
Battleship here.
too many things.
Frequency open. Roger that. I'll get there. Approaching new coordinates now.
There is stuff coming in.
Weapons
What do you know?
charged. Fire at will. I
That's a
got it.
trap.
Let's move out.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Engaging enemy.
Okay, so we need to not get trapped.
Copy.
Got one. Should we go around for another pass?
They're on me. Ah! I've been hit. I've been hit.
You can just turn around and get those now.
Try not to let one on your tail.
So we are
I've got it. Switch the
gonna
attack
keep you on this.
Mission garbled. Repeat.
And okay. There we go.
Battleship standing by.
Let's zoom in more just in case we do lose this. Name is fucked. This is in fact Fall of the Republic.
I'm in range. Weapons online. Moving.
Alright, let's get the mines as fast as possible. Like, you should be
Decrease to full throttle.
fine killing them.
Stay in attack formation.
Frequency open.
Keep your eyes open.
Ready for a...
Get those.
That.
Damn, we are gonna lose some
Weapons charged.
shields and engines and stuff there.
Should we go around for another pass?
Fire. Form up.
Okay, let's see how much extra still comes in.
Drawing their fire.
I'm in range. Stay in
Copy.
attack formation.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. Direct
Try not to
fire
let one on
the
your tail.
engines. Engines active.
Alright, let's get these fighters over to this.
Not a gunship. Weapons online. Fleet, your transmission garbled. Repeat.
Alright, we're gonna have to come in from the end there.
Standing by.
And let's get you guys on this one.
I'm in range. Weapons charged. Enemy fighters disable their launch bay.
So I might have to go for
Destroy that launch
Frequency
bay.
open.
more of these peltas now.
Targeting.
Like, a lot of our engines are suffering. And I don't know how much more is actually jumping in.
Weapons charged.
Cannons armed. Target those lasers.
I copy. Let's go. Form up. Forward.
There's still a bunch jumping in.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Switch the attack pattern.
Damn.
Retreat aborted.
Awaiting orders.
Get that mine.
Attack range.
Get the last mines.
Firing.
Please be the last mines.
To attack position.
Guys, there we go.
Attack.
God,
Preparing for combat.
I think we're good now, and we're gonna lose everything except for like 3 units. Damn.
Our engine is down.
They were bringing stuff in. They baited me. Great bait, mate. Would rate 8 out of 8. So many deaths. All because I wanted to see the ship.
Construction complete.
Okay. So much for having a fleet.
Advancing. At the ready.
This time I'm going to take out that DH. Oh, no, I'm not going to take out the DH Omni.
Tactical battle imminent.
Is that just the Munifex? 2 Munifex. I'll just auto-resolve that. Isn't it better to eliminate as many things as you can if you're going to lose them anyways? Well, I didn't want to be there longer and then potentially lose the unique hero unit. That's when I care about protecting heroes. If they're in a regular ship, who cares? But if they're in a unique ship, then I care. We didn't actually lose as much as I thought we would there. A couple of the capital ships, so it hurts a bit, but we'll be back to power in no time there. The only thing is that we're going to be lacking a bit in crews for the moment. Like, we almost have this fleet up to power, too. Okay, I'm going to go back to Boonta, and I'm going to get our ground force over, because as soon as we're into the next Galactic Week, I am going to just take Boonta, because we'll have the mission complete at that point.
Enemy fleet approaching.
About to invade Nelvaan. What else is new? We reached Stable Realm. We got a Not a Bothan Hutt commander. A Hutt commander. Is that a fleet or field? Nope. I am gonna move away from Nelvaan, because if they're sending in that same fleet, that's bad. And we will just need more spies if I want to show stuff off. Mulaton. Let's get you. Look at those three. And we're safe to go into Boonta now. Because we have our reward. What are we at with this? We're at 463. Okay, we're getting close. We need like 2 Vontor's worth of Tanahuttas.
Invasion commencing.
Alright. They have a structure here. So we do have to kill a structure. I don't know if they have any other units, though. It didn't look like they had much. And the map is afraid of loading. Alright. While that's loading, let's look at the comments on the datapad video. Oh, still all trash. Cool. Oh, we got more of these this time.
Receiving orders.
Okay, we got... Showed the Hutt.
Checking sector.
Yeah, you guys are in the perfect position to grab that, and then we can control this area.
Engines activated. Prime. Checking sector.
Gauge standing by.
I'm gonna get that money.
Sir, move! Following your lead. Gotcha. Right behind
The comments largely boil down to, why do you like 2008 The Clone Wars so much? It was bad. Like, that's not the point I was making. Most of the comments are very clearly in the vein of, I assume what this is about based on the title, and will not read it or bother actually interacting with any argument being made.
At the ready.
We secured an abandoned mining facility.
Attacking. Ready to receive orders. Firing.
I need backup here.
Tikonto, you can just go up there.
Base is under
We've
attack.
got the money, so let's get these other guys. Kiwino is asking, I noticed for your playthroughs you're typically either on Cruel Admiral or Regular Admiral. Based on the Discord guide, it feels as though Cruel, Medium, Regular, Easy.
That area, sir.
The other Cruels. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the thing right now, but I know the question would be good intermediate difficulties.
Rolling out.
Do you ever use those in your playthroughs? I don't use them particularly often. Like, normally I'll just stay on,
Comlink active.
I'll either stay on Cruel or just go down to Admiral. Because, like, the big thing with Cruel is that's when the AI has the most, the most resources. Okay, that turret is going to be a problem. That's when the AI has the most resources, and usually when I'm switching the difficulty, it's because I'm trying to, like, they're far enough ahead of me economically, so I'll usually go back to just regular Admiral.
Paid. We'll follow orders. We'll move as long as we're paid.
Reinforcement point contested.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting your orders.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Base is under attack.
The target is in my sights. Affirmative.
Where is it?
Roger that.
They had more here than I thought they did.
Instructions. At your service.
I mean, I wasn't even saying anything positive about the Clone Wars. I was like,
Your orders.
it was an entirely quality neutral, and that's the thing that
Scanning standing by.
people seem to be struggling with.
Unit destroyed.
Where, like,
Supporting allied units.
thinking that it counts towards Legends lore is not a judgment on quality. I'm not a fan of the 2008 Clone Wars show or the movie.
Unit
I think it got better as it went on, but I don't think that really matters for whether or not it counts as part of Legends.
Bombing run cancelled.
All of my stuff has exploded. Well, I can. I'm going to get this, and then get that.
I await your instructions.
Copy. Torpedoes away.
Yes, sir. I am en route.
I'm just gonna stay long enough for
We've got them in our scope.
those to destroy the structure.
Target acquired.
I copy.
Okay, now we can retreat.
Situation untenable. All forces withdraw.
Everybody exploded. I thought it'd be empty, and it was not. I didn't really have that many units to start with. So I guess we'll probably want to grab those. No, I don't want the artillery, actually. I want everything but the artillery.
As you wish.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, so this is, I think, the fleet that we were just up against. And yeah, that is actually quite a big fleet. Or at least it's elements of it, because it had to come from over there. Maul should be able to defend whatever we need to here. He was asking, how much would you say the EOTH space roster has changed in 0.5? They've already had a rework, but I know that Oz has done a bunch of stuff recently. Is it more a reskin of the older models, or are there bigger changes? So the models that are there already, the ones that were changed
Reporting.
fairly recently, haven't changed again. Like, there'll be an updated Antigo model at some point. I think Syndic as well, or Phalanx. But, like, those are very slight changes.
Roger that.
The changes have been to the ones that weren't changed before. So stuff like the Baomu, Mukaria, those kind of things that are more from the, like, indigenous groups. Like, that's the part of the Empire of the Hand space roster that is changing, is the indigenous stuff.
Command received. Yes, sir. Copy.
So there's been an expansion there, but, like, the big change is to ground, the biggest change. Ground and government. So, like, a bit of an expansion in space, some redone units in space, but for those it's like the Baomu isn't changing significantly stat-wise, it's that much is more of a reskin.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna come back.
Moving out. Heading out.
I think I need to get AA there.
At last we will have our revenge. I sense your terror.
Yeah, I might need to be AA, and then this is gonna be AA. Unfortunately, we have lost... Oh, we didn't actually lose that vat.
Destination ahead.
So this is going to be AA, this is going to be AV. And then I'm going to need some healing for vehicles out here somewhere.
Yes, Commander.
I don't like that that's still there. But there's nothing I can do about those.
Construction complete.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about those right now.
Will you join me?
Okay, here we go. See if we can draw this over.
Standing by, sir. Enemy targeted.
Now you heal.
Turret constructing.
Base is under attack.
What are the team's general thoughts on the EOTA ship that is just a Macross thing upside down? Yeah, we're all not fans of that. And luckily, since we're choosing... Since, like, us bringing in Timothy Zahn's canon stuff is not, like... If it were in Legends, we'd probably use something with it. But it's not, so... We don't feel compelled to do anything with it. What do? I guess I can take these guys as our lawfully wedded infantry.
Clear
'Cause
to
we
the
do need
marker.
some of those.
Construction complete.
How many fleets coming to Bothawui? I don't want them to. Do I have a say, though? Let's get over there. Okay, so that's a ground commander. We do have an ion cannon. We have a shipyard. Right, I thought I heard the contractors, but I'm not even sure if anyone's coming here today. Will you do something with it for IR? Well, the chists are very unlikely to be in IR.
Assault frigate here.
Could kill that. Would certainly like to.
Assault frigate here. Vector set.
Yeah, our crew is a little bit lacking. What do we have on Saleucami? There is a lot of ground stuff, not a lot of space stuff. Ringnelia is still fairly built. Okay, you get over there.
Tactical battle imminent.
Damn, they just got there ahead of us. This would have been entirely winnable with our ships in. So we're just going to have to try to do enough damage that our other fleet coming in will be able to finish it off. Like, we have the ion cannon, we have the Boonta
Upgrade in
of it all.
progress. Upgrade in progress. Upgrade cancelled.
There, I'll just get one of everything.
Frequency open.
Where do you want us?
Upgrade complete.
Sasa Tunaza? Nimradi.
I don't need to worry about
Upgrade
getting interdiction down.
Waneo Taka Fanunza.
We
Akupa
don't
Noa.
have to
Ready
worry.
for action. Coordinates received. Watuhan Fini.
upgrade.
Okay, we're gonna keep
Station
trying to
damage.
flank this way. I don't know if
Wing squadron reporting.
it makes
Target
sense.
those lasers.
Upgrade.
Roger
complete.
that. Commencing round.
No, nothing
Copy.
makes sense.
Take out the missile launchers. Ready for action. Picking up signals. Roger that.
I was gonna say I don't know if it makes sense to send the bombers out further, or to like ion cannon this side,
Cannon
but I don't think it does. I think we want to just
Fire on that awaiting orders.
Y-wing standing by.
try to get through there.
I should be.
Let's go for that Venator. Let's ion cannon you,
Copy.
and send these guys after that.
Target sighted. What do?
Here we go.
At your command. Receiving message.
Let's get another Barabula and Karaga,
Blasted nerf herders.
Engines activated.
because I do need to try to take out whatever I can this way.
Where are they?
Yes.
Upgrade complete.
Keep getting those fighters.
Attack. Frigate reporting.
Encountering resistance.
Ready for action.
Space
At
station.
least we'll kill a Venator.
Someone's on my tail.
see him.
Frigate here. Holding position.
Like, this is bad for fighters.
Attacking. Incoming. Where are they?
Station ready.
We're just getting like run over here.
Attack pattern.
And available.
Weapons online.
What's the next thing we're gonna get? All right, I think we're gonna retreat.
Complete.
No, they're gonna
Retreat aborted.
interdict.
They're on my tail. Your orders?
At your command.
We're drawing
Will we even be able to get anything with that?
The launch bay is gone.
I think we might be able to take this one out.
The torpedo launchers are gone.
Yeah, I'm not calling in any more ships because they got it.
Ion cannon available.
Which do I want to stop? I guess I'll hit Dreadnought. Okay, we kind of just got to let them come in and see if we can kill something like this. Because it's going to be about trying to get out with the other fleet now. Come on. It's almost there. Oh, no. Damn. That would have been helpful.
Tactical battle imminent.
So what does this leave them with? They have 131. We have 88. We have an ion cannon.
Incoming!
Any custom GC questions would have to be answered by Jorit. I do not know.
Vector set.
So I'm a bit worried about fighters in
Moving
this.
to coordinates.
Fallout.
Fallout.
But if we
I'll see what I
can
can do.
hold near
Let's
our
go.
capital ships. I'm not retreating on this. I'm
Engines activated.
making a stand.
Bombers at the ready.
Large active. Weapons online. Fleet, the
Weapons
transmission
charged.
garbled. Repeat.
Because, like, it's all acclimators, which do a lot of damage, but I'm hoping with the ion cannon especially,
Setting up my run.
we have a bit better of a
Available.
shot here.
Stay in attack.
Because, like, that's just gone immediately.
Battleship standing by.
Comlink active.
Well, actually, yeah, the bombers can get that
Free
pretty
to
easily.
attack.
Alright, then we go for the next one. Patsala,
Battleship here.
go for this guy. You're gonna pop on your perma missiles. And I guess go for stuff that is using
Frequency
power weapons.
I can't hold on.
Which it's all of them, so.
I've been hit.
Disable their launch bay.
Can't hold on.
Like, the fighters are where we run into problems.
Roger that.
They're on me.
Those
Okay, you're gonna switch to
torpedo
that.
launchers must be
You're gonna
destroyed.
stay on this one.
Weapons charged.
You're gonna go on this one.
Target. I copy.
Okay, let's get our fighters and bombers in there.
Large
Let's
reporting
try to
unit
move these forward. So our, like, we have some fighter tenders, we don't have regular tenders
I've been hit.
right now in this fleet.
awaiting
Thrusters at
orders.
maximum.
I've been hit. Switch pattern.
The lasers are our target.
They're on me.
Alright, that's all the combat capabilities gone from the acclimators.
Use the laser cannon.
So I am happy with what we've done.
Engines activated.
Like, they're probably going to send some ground units in to Bothawui.
Direct fire on the engines.
I got one on me.
If I'd targeted those faster, we would have been okay. Okay, we should be good for this invasion. Like, the Mandalorians are almost there.
En route.
Let's try again, Rook.
Invasion commencing.
Second time's the charm. One part of the hand heroes get micro jump or emergency jump. It's kind of OP, but it's fun. I want to use micro jump in more places. Emergency, so the emergency retreat used to be an issue with putting it on heroes just because of how it worked. It might, like, it shouldn't be a technical issue anymore,
Your orders.
but it does have some
Squadron moving
Base
out.
is under
balance implications.
Heading out.
at maximum unit capacity.
Yes, Commander.
We've captured an abandoned
we'll get-
sensor array.
More flavor economic buildings like mines,
Ready. Let's go.
Yes, Commander. Moving.
like pod racer stadiums, something like that. That kind of stuff
Torpedo launcher mobile, sir.
gets debated
Aerial
fairly
artillery
often.
reporting. Engaging.
Like the value in having a bunch of random crap versus having like a more clear set
I have the
of
target in
things.
sight. Keep going. Ready.
Brigade standing by.
At the ready.
Both for like player use
Ready
and
to
for
receive
our
orders.
own upkeep
Heading for
ability.
attack position.
Yes, sir. Aye,
Because, like, you end up with these big, long lists of stuff that has to get processed with a lot of those. And that can be a problem.
Orders.
Ready. Initiating ground assault.
Building
Comlink
under
active.
construction.
I think we're probably okay this time.
Under attack. We've
They don't have any
secured
garrisons. It's just kind of kill what we kill.
Attack that target.
It'd be nice if the bombing run got
Copy. Weapons firing.
Roger that.
got readied.
This way.
Right.
Form up.
To Boonta.
Launcher mobile,
Laser
sir.
tower available.
Awaiting orders.
I'm just gonna let the
Attacking target. Fire at will.
artillery hopefully do a lot of the work
Cut through
here.
them.
But if I can take this AAT out, I will gladly
Over
do
there.
that.
I copy. Yes, sir.
You can deploy.
Armor ready.
Copy. Targeting.
No, don't let them get whatever they want to get. They get nothing.
Just give me a target.
Roger that.
Standing by. Executing orders.
I copy.
Do I want to get repairs? I think I might. I don't know how useful that'll be.
Attacking. Engines
Yeah, I don't
activated.
think we need them. I don't think we need to spend that money.
Orders.
Let's get these J1s though. Oh, that's AA. It's very important that we kill the
Awaiting
J1.
orders.
The
Torpedoes
J1s
online.
Yes,
are
sir.
not my friends.
Squadron moving out.
I think I can go around the edge here.
Command received.
Reporting.
Come on.
Yes, Commander.
Now
Right
go
away.
for those.
Ready for action.
Ready. Moving out.
Mm,
Aerial
I want
artillery
you to come
reporting.
back.
Ready for orders. At the ready.
There. I just don't want you at front.
I have the target in sight. Ready to
bombing
receive
run
orders.
available.
Come on.
Comlink active.
There we go.
Roger
Okay,
that.
now come
Heading
back
out.
here. Where is this vision?
On it, sir.
If we can take this vision, we can just bomb the landing zone they have, which might have
Our
a
base is under attack.
thing, field base. That's what I'm talking about. That thing I put in. Ooh, they have a bunch of infantry over here still. So
Awaiting instructions.
get you over there, and let's get these vats healed up
Destination
too.
Copy.
I think they're just building field bases over there.
Your orders. Tank brigade ready.
I copy.
Awaiting orders. Let's move out.
Affirmative.
Okay, there we go.
Copy.
Will the Emperor of the Hand have more bomber availability in 0.5? It's a pretty small thing, but I just noted that many of their ships will carry plenty of fighters, interceptors, and Scarces, but no Psychas. So bomber availability is, for every faction, determined by whether something is considered a dedicated carrier or not.
Let's roll.
The Empire of the Hand will have a few ways that they have more dedicated carriers,
Attack.
but
Bombardment
Roger
available.
that.
they're... Like, bombers aren't something that gets, like, evenly distributed across all ships.
Incoming.
It is
Copy.
specific roles.
Fire.
I don't know if they rebuilt on the other one,
Open
but
fire. Attack that target. Attacking target.
okay, let's
Moving
pull
out.
you back
Ready for combat.
to our healers. I think these guys are fine now.
Heading for attack position. Attack. Fire.
Reporting. Enemy sighted.
Reporting. Open fire. This way. Over there.
Come on.
Attack that target.
Thank you, Zach Attack, for subscribing. Very appreciated.
Fire at will.
I'm gonna go check if they've built...
Receiving orders.
Yeah, they built fresh field bases.
Cut through them.
So let's get these guys over. Otherwise, we're just gonna be
Reinforcement point
Yes, sir.
located.
fighting them forever.
We lost a landing
Yes,
zone.
sir.
There we go.
Targeting.
We secured a build tag. Planetary control achieved. Constructing. Constructing.
Alright, I could just move to Saleucami. I don't want them to attack from Ringnelia. Actually, I do kind of want them to attack from Ringnelia, because that makes it easier for us to take Ringnelia. Can I just send something to Butana? I'm just going to send some stuff to Butana. I know we kind of need this, but we also are so close to having the Dorbola. And this is a fairly full fleet, too. Where's that put us? We gotta be really close. 482, so yeah, we are very close. Is things built? You're not building anything.
Assault frigate here.
Okay, you made it.
Building.
Let's get you to Geonosis.
Set.
Sure.
Construction complete.
Order acknowledged.
Or, no, I'm gonna group these guys at Christophsis. It is another army, but I keep seeing it and thinking it might be a fleet. It's not a fleet. But you gotta get up there.
Construction.
Geonosis, we are gonna get a shipyard.
Constructing. Building. Cancel.
And I think that's actually gonna do it for our first episode here today. We are gonna keep going. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.